The NBA is a place where dreams come true, and while for young athletes, joining the league means facing up against some of the hardest players in the world, it also significantly alters their financial situation. One of the best-paying sports leagues in the world is the NBA. Every other month, we learn that several superstars have signed multi-million-dollar contracts. Even in this rich mental league, there are some guys who stand out. The average NBA player's wage is somewhere around $9 million per year, which is an incredibly absurd amount of money. They were skilled basketball players who knew what to do with the money they made playing in the top league in the world. Number 10. Kevin Garnett, worth $200 million. In 1995, Kevin Garnett graduated from high school straight into an NBA All-Star career. And to put it mildly, he was a real savage during those years. He was the league's MVP in 2004 after all. He continued on to win championships with the Celtics in 2008 and 2020. He was recognized for his legendary status by being inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. He wasn't only a fantastic player, his pay looked quite excellent too. He amassed a staggering $343 million in earnings throughout the course of his NBA career, and even though he did experience financial difficulties in 2018, he is still able to maintain a net worth of $200 million today. He also keeps up his involvement in basketball by hosting his own TNT program called Area 21, where he transitions from a superstar player to a reliable analyst off the court. So in addition to being wealthy now, he also appears to get richer over the following few years. Grant Hill at number 9 is worth $250 million. The Rookie of the Year for 1994 to 1995. Despite having one of the best career starts in NBA history, Grant Hill's injuries kept him from consistently playing at his best over the course of his 19-year NBA career. But we're not here to talk about his stats, are we? About his finances, please. What did he make of playing basketball then? The internet claims that over the course of his NBA career, his salary has earned him around $140 million. Yes, that is a lot, but after he retired, he really started to expand his wealth. He has developed into a really successful real estate and business investor, and he also shares ownership of the Atlanta Hawks. Due to all these investments, his net worth has reached $250 million. Good for him! Now, let's see who's on our list after him. Number 8. Hakeem Olajuwon, worth $300 million. One of the most effective players to ever tread on a court, the two-time NBA champion with the Houston Rockets, the dream of Hakeem. Throughout his 18-year NBA career, Olajuwon was a true terror. Hakeem, the NBA MVP in 1994, embarrassed the entire league with his ridiculous post moves and versatility on defense. During his NBA career, the big man with 4 quadruple doubles earned nearly $107 million. Following his retirement from basketball, the Dream made some incredibly wise investments that undoubtedly increased his wealth. He founded his own apparel company, Dream, and also invested in real estate and struck important deals with companies like LA Gear or Spouting. It's weird, isn't it? But let's move on. His pragmatic attitude led to his becoming the owner of a Fortune $320 million. Number 7. Vinnie Johnson, worth $420 million. Just kidding, but I don't see how a sixth man was able to make the list. Over the duration of his 9-year career, he only made $6 million playing in the NBA. He was a crucial player on the Bad Boys squad and helped the Pistons win 2 NBA championships in 1989 and 1990. But despite that, he didn't make a lot of money. The great majority of Vinnie Johnson's money came from a company he started after his NBA career came to an end. Vinnie formed the Piston Group, an automobile manufacturer, after he retired. The business now employs over 11,500 individuals increasing Vinny's net worth to $420 million. Shaquille O'Neal, who has $450 million, is ranked 6th. Yes, this big fellow is not at all stupid. In addition to having one of the most productive and brutal NBA careers, he also rose to prominence as one of the league's highest earners. During his NBA career, he had a salary of $292 million, and he actually knew how to spend it stylishly. Shaq is actually a great investor, despite the fact that this may look a little careless. He is the owner of 50 brands in total, including Forever 21, Reebok, Lyft, and JCPenney. He has stated in numerous interviews that he owns a lot more than we believe. His present net worth is somewhere around $400 million as a result of all these investments. While he may not appear like the sharpest guy in town, he is actually a true shark and understands how to make his money work very effectively. This places him in the 6th spot on the list of the richest NBA players of all time. Junior Bridgman, position 5, $600 million US. On the list is yet another 6th man. How did a man make millions of dollars while his average yearly pay was only $350,000? So here's the response. He would work at Wendy's during the off-seasons to understand how the restaurant operates, which seems like an odd hobby for an NBA star. To make a long story short, Junior Bridgman bought a number of Milwaukee Wendy's stores after retiring from the NBA and went on to become the 2nd largest Wendy's franchise owner. In the future, he will also make investments in chains like Chili's and Fannie Mae Chocolate. He was able to earn more than $500 million thanks to all of the aforementioned factors, which helped him move up to 5th place among all-time wealthiest basketball players. 4th, with $600 million, is Kobe Bryant. Kobe, a man, a beast, and a legend, has established himself as one of the most recognizable figures in the history of the game by demonstrating his extraordinary work ethic and capacity to deliver in crunch time. Many of us have taken up the sport of basketball as a result of Kobe's dedication, but what is even more significant is that he demonstrated to us that the only way to excel at anything is to put in the most effort possible. And this man not only put in the effort throughout his remarkable 20-year career with the Lakers, which earned him more than $300 million, but even after his retirement, he put in the effort. Kobe started researching the world of investments as soon as he declared his retirement. Some of his most lucrative investments include Body Armor, the Players Tribune, Scopely, and LegalZoom. Not to mention his renowned basketball shoes from Nike. All of these increased his net worth to $600 million, and even though he is no longer among us, his wealth is still increasing. Legend, rest in peace. Magic Johnson is ranked 3rd at $630 million. This NBA hero received so many honors that it will be difficult to list them all. He was a 5-time NBA champion, a 3-time Finals MVP, a regular season MVP, and so on. This demonstrates how illustrious Magic Johnson was. He changed the way the world saw point guards by demonstrating that you can look like a power forward and still be a terrific playmaker. But was he getting paid fairly? He was indeed. His earnings from basketball were estimated to be around $100 million. But following the end of his professional career, he became a successful businessman. He was a co-owner of the Lakers for a long time and is still a minority owner of the MLB's Los Angeles Dodgers, Major League Soccer's Los Angeles FC, and the WNBA's Los Angeles Sparks. But in addition to his sports investments, he has also been a seed investor in tech companies and once owned more than 100 Starbucks locations. LeBron James is ranked 2nd, $1 billion. One of the greatest basketball players ever, LeBron James is already regarded as a living legend. He has participated in 10 NBA Finals and won 4 NBA titles. He has received 4 MVP awards. In addition to being one of the most productive players in the history of the sport, he has won 4 Finals MVP honors and 2 Olympic gold medals. His career earnings to date have totaled $431.86 million, and he is still playing. Along with his undeniable basketball skills, he exhibits a fantastic attitude in the business sector. With Nike, he creates his own shoe line, and to put it mildly, these are really well liked. LeBron is now a member of the Billionaire Club and is ranked second on our list thanks to his business investments in Blaze Pizza, Liverpool, and Uninterrupted. See who comes first. Michael Jordan is ranked first, $2.2 billion. Although there are many different opinions on who the best basketball player of all time is, the majority of fans and players still view Michael Jordan as the greatest. LeBron James, the opponent who is next to him in this argument, has already stated all this in this interview. Okay, fine, but we're not here to debate GOATs, are we? How much money did Ernest make while playing in the league? Not as much as you may imagine, actually. During his career, he made roughly $94 million. Therefore, you would be extremely mistaken to believe that he was underpaid. First off, Jordan only participated in the league for 15 seasons. And secondly, $94 million was an utterly absurd sum of money for 15 seasons at the time. For instance, in his final 2 seasons with the Bulls, MJ made more money than the entire team put together. Throughout his career, Michael was able to lay the groundwork for his fortune. Not only did his famed Air Jordan shoes revolutionize the basketball shoe industry, but also the world of fashion. In addition, Jordan serves as the chairman and primary owner of 23XI NASCAR, which competes in the NASCAR Cup Series and the Charlotte Hornets. The greatest basketball player now has a net worth of $2.2 billion, making him the wealthiest basketball player in history. YouTube guarantees you'll like this video next, so stop wasting time. This video's over. Click it.